The second annual Renaissance Ball raised well over $10,000 for programs serving the young people of Bridgeport. And for those 800 residents and corporate and municipal leaders who spent $100 per couple to dine and dance at the Seaside Park Pavilion, it was a chance to bring life back into the pavilion that's usually deserted on a Saturday night. The theme of the evening was the Roaring Twenties. And as you might expect, there were flappers, dancers, and some unusual onlookers who sat on the sidelines passing judgment on the festivities. One of the things people liked most about the Renaissance Ball was that it brought back memories of days gone past. Days when this very location was the site of block parties here at Seaside Park. But much has changed in the last 30 years in the city of Bridgeport. You see, nowadays the community spirit in Bridgeport is frequently tarnished by controversy, and this night was no exception. Outside the pavilion, demonstrators voiced their opposition to Mayor Leonard Paoletta and Police Superintendent Joseph Walsh. In addition to off-duty policemen who say they don't like the way the police department is being run, there were city residents who filed somewhat formal complaints about the city's chief executive. Leading the protest was the president of the Taxpayers Association, Arthur Del Monte.
He's throwing our money away like water. We can't pay our taxes.
You're all the reasons why Bridgeport's bad, Art.
That's right, hey.
But Mayor Paoletta was not without his supporters, such as the Superintendent of Parks, Richard Porto. Finally, the mayor himself arrived, escorted by none other than Superintendent Walsh. Walsh called the escort the common courtesy associated with the job of police superintendent. And Walsh told me he didn't think the protesters had gathered illegally. And he said he believed the ball was a symbol of a bright future for the city.
No, they're not putting a damper on it. This is people expressing their feelings. I heard about it yesterday morning. I notified the mayor immediately. I had nothing to do with the demonstration. It's their right, and they are doing it.
And the mayor, who didn't appear to be affected by the protesters or by the power outages that doused the lights at the ball for well over an hour, said he considered the dance a big success.
This seems to be one of the major events in the entire state, because we had people from Hartford and all that calling and saying they want to be part of it this year, and I know there are several people from Hartford this year. We have the chief executive officers from around the area, Timpanelli and Durrell and whomever else. I haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure they're all here. And it means something that we're starting to be a core that means something, so that we, in the future, as you know, every city has got to bear the brunt of the entertainment, of the socializing and stuff like that, and that's very important to the soul of the city.
That seemed to be one position for which the mayor had no trouble getting public support.
I think it brings people out, and it makes people feel happy and dressed. Oh, it's just great. It's just wonderful.
At the Seaside Pavilion in Bridgeport, I'm Frank Boris, News 12.